And are you excited for like wedding and stuff?
I am. I couldn't be more excited. It's just, there's so much kind of happening in the moment with, he's working on some projects that he has to wrap up, and we just have things we want to finish.
Now it looks like the guest list itself is adding even more stress to Selena Gomez's wedding. Reports say she's planning to welcome a star-studded lineup of high-profile friends, and that means extra work to guarantee their safety and security. According to insiders, Selena is inviting a lot of her famous friends, and some of them need security and special accommodations. The list is stacked with big names: Taylor Swift, Travis Scott, Jennifer Aniston, Cara Delevingne. Just make sure there are no drugs around. Miley Cyrus, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and even Meryl Streep. But beyond the guest list, Selena still has major decisions hanging over her. She hasn't finalized her bridesmaids or even her maid of honor, and she's terrified someone will feel snubbed if they are not chosen. Honestly, comment below if you've ever been in that situation before, because it sounds like a nightmare. On top of that, scheduling dress fittings has turned into chaos. Selena's packed schedule is colliding with the endless details of the wedding, and sources say she's become a nervous wreck over making everything perfect. She's putting pressure on herself and everyone else involved. And let's be real, if Taylor Swift ends up being the maid of honor, how is that even going to work? Taylor's album drops on October 3rd, and Selena's wedding is reportedly set for late September. That's cutting it way too close. Fans are already worried Taylor might pull a Rihanna. Remember when Rihanna was supposed to be Katy Perry's maid of honor but never showed up? Meanwhile, paparazzi recently caught Selena at the airport, where she was asked what advice she has for women over 30 who are still single. The clip went viral, and honestly, it only added more speculation about where Selena's head is at right now.
Selena, how are you? I wanted to ask if you had any advice for women still single in their 30s. Good to see you.
Sorry, Melanie, looks like you're not getting any advice on that one. But honestly, now that I'm in my 30s and most of my friends are too, I get it. A lot of people are still single, and the whole marriage clock and family clock feel like they've been pushed back for everyone. Still, Selena is determined to make her wedding the ultimate dream event. Insiders say she wants it to be a 3-day celebration, not just a ceremony and reception, but a full weekend of festivities. Honestly, I wouldn't want to entertain people for 3 straight days, but Selena's got that rare beauty money to pull it off. Very Jeff Bezos vibes. Of course, she has a full wedding planner and staff, but reports claim Selena herself is still heavily involved, barking out orders, nitpicking every detail, and constantly flip-flopping on decisions. From the theme to the colors, from the flowers to the music, she's second-guessing everything. And all of that back and forth. It's turning the entire process into complete chaos.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm really, I just have never really felt so sure about something.
I've honestly never seen someone say they are so sure about something but look so unsure at the same time. Thankfully, Benny Blanco has been stepping in, trying to keep Selena calm by speaking to her gently. He's reportedly urging her to delegate more, stress less, and stop obsessing over every tiny detail. Insiders say Selena's been nitpicking everything, and Benny has been soothing her with neck and shoulder massages, literally trying to calm her down. And honestly, can you imagine anyone raising their voice at Selena Gomez? You'd have to handle her carefully. But here's where things get heavier. People close to the couple believe there's more than just wedding stress weighing on Selena. Behind the scenes, she's reportedly been struggling with fears about motherhood. See, once the wedding happens, the natural next question is about kids, and that's where things get complicated. Selena has lupus, she's had a kidney transplant, and she also battles bipolar disorder. Doctors have warned that pregnancy could be extremely dangerous for her health. Meanwhile, Benny has openly said in interviews that he dreams of becoming a dad, that he prays for it every day, and that he constantly gushes about how cute their kids would be and how amazing of a mother Selena would be. And while that sounds sweet, sources say it's only adding pressure on Selena, who worries she might not be able to give him a biological child. Of course, adoption is an option. Selena's own mom, Mandy, was adopted, and Selena has even called that a blessing. But the fear of not measuring up, of not being enough for Benny, is reportedly weighing on her deeply. And honestly, can you imagine? Selena Gomez, mega famous, insanely successful, adored around the world, yet still feeling inadequate because of something completely out of her control. It's heartbreaking. Recently, Selena and Benny were even spotted at a wedding, and social media exploded with rumors that it was their own secret ceremony. Even SZA panicked in a comment, admitting she thought Selena had already tied the knot. But no, it wasn't their wedding, it was actually Benny's friend Dave's. Benny even gave a speech at the event, which caused another wave of awkward buzz online, because people thought the way he spoke, especially mentioning other women, was, well, strange. The clips went viral instantly, leaving fans confused about what was really going on.
Dave's just like blabbering about all these women that want to talk to him. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, Dave, I didn't say Dave, I said Chuck. I said, Chuck, you're talking about these girls and you got Kristen over there. She's the best girl I've ever seen. You're a fucking moron. And I was like, go out there and find her. And he did. And over the last 5 years, I've gotten to know Kristen. She's so sweet, so funny, and we really just found out, like in the last 6 months, that she's 10 times better at Dave than writing any television show. And I know that's gonna hurt your ego, but yeah, he likes it.
One viral comment asked, why would he even bring up Dave and other women at his wedding? Another user wrote, why are people finding this sweet? He literally exposed his friend at his own wedding. And someone else chimed in, saying, I'd be furious if anyone gave a speech about other women at my wedding. So what do you guys think? Was Benny's speech sweet, or was it totally out of line? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. White down pointing backhand index, but now, let's shift gears, because it's not just the wedding stressing Selena out. Sources say she's also dealing with some serious friendship fallouts recently, and that drama could be adding even more fuel to the fire.
That's why there were 20 people at my birthday. Because the 200 people that came to my 30th
Or no longer.
They're segregated. Properly.
Now let's talk about David and Victoria Beckham's son Brooklyn Beckham, his wife Nicola Peltz, and their surprising relationship with Selena Gomez. The three of them were incredibly close for a while, so close that fans even jokingly referred to them as a troupe. Here's a throwback clip of Nicola opening up a little about her bond with Selena Gomez.
She's truly like my chosen sister, and I'm so lucky to have her in my life. I like her support and everything means so much to me. I love her. I would do anything for her. She's just like the truest form of a human angel. She truly is.
These three weren't just casual friends, they were tight. In fact, Selena and Nicola even have matching angel tattoos, which shows just how close they once were. Selena first met Brooklyn Beckham back in 2015 at New York Fashion Week, and then years later, in 2022, she met Nicola. The bond grew quickly, and before long, the trio was vacationing together in Mexico. Selena even joked about it online, saying, "Fine, call us a troupe." But fast forward, and things don't look so picture-perfect anymore. Reports claim there's now a major rift, not just between Brooklyn and his famous family, but also between him, Nicola, and Selena. According to insiders, Selena has grown tired of what she sees as Nicola's diva-like behavior. Sources say Nicola constantly turned everything into a quest for attention. At dinners or lunches, she would deliberately sit where the cameras could capture her best angle. And if she wasn't the center of attention, she reportedly wasn't very nice to Selena. Insiders even say Nicola was jealous of her. And it's not just Selena. Brooklyn and Nicola's inner circle has been shrinking, with more and more people distancing themselves from the couple. But Brooklyn, apparently, won't stand up to Nicola, which means nothing is changing. Selena was also notably absent from Brooklyn and Nicola's secret vow renewal, a shocking move considering how young the couple is. And adding even more fuel to the rumors, Brooklyn and Nicola didn't even congratulate Selena on her engagement to Benny Blanco. So yeah, it looks like the troupe is officially over, and that once close friendship might be done for good.
For Nicola privately, claiming she's been distracting her with chats about her upcoming wedding to Benny Blanco and regularly checking in. So you got two options. Which one are you going to believe? Do you believe that she is still there privately, but how come she's not there publicly? And second of all, do you think that they're just not friends anymore?
The internet, of course, had plenty to say about the so-called troupe. One viral comment read, "Bro, Beckham is in a cult." Another joked, more like they didn't want to take Selena to bed with them. Oh, so they really were a trouble. Someone else chimed in with, "Selena isn't even friends with Brooklyn. He doesn't actually have any real friends. He just hangs around with Nicola's circle." And another added, All this Nicola talk is making me crave a Coca-Cola. Fans also pointed out that Nicola didn't even acknowledge Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco, calling it proof that the friendship has completely drifted apart. Some even mocked the once-matching angel tattoos, saying they've faded so much that a little exfoliant could wipe theme away. But not all the commentary was aimed at Nicola. Some users turned the spotlight back on Selena, claiming she has a pattern of falling outs and that many of her friends have distanced themselves. One comment even argued, Selena only seems like Snow White to her fans because of her appearance. Adding fuel to that speculation, an old clip resurfaced from Selena's appearance on the Therapist podcast, where she openly discussed friendship fallouts. And honestly, it feels like she could have been hinting at this so-called trope.
I got burned a few times, a couple times. I like to believe in the good in people. I really like to just forgive. It got to a point where some things you can forgive and move on from.
Right.
But it's not something you should perpetually let happen to you.
So maybe Selena doesn't have her little troupe anymore, but she's definitely moving on. Recently, she and Benny Blanco were spotted out on a double date, and of course the internet had a lot to say about it. The group was seen enjoying oysters and tiger shrimp, classic Hollywood vibes. And honestly, some fans joked, are all these people secretly swingers? Now, I'm not making that accusation, but the jokes online were non-stop. What's clear is that Selena and Benny were in good spirits, hanging out with some of her only murders in the building co-stars and enjoying the night. Speaking of which, confession time, I listened to all of Selena's music, but I've never actually watched Only Murders in the Building. Have you guys seen it? Drop a comment below and tell me, does it feel more like a fun mystery, or is it darker, like American Horror Story? Maybe something lighter, like Abbott Elementary? I need the vibe check before I start binging it. Before I wrap up, let's do a quick little P.O. box unboxing. If you didn't know, I'm currently in Virginia helping out my mom while she recovers from surgery. And yes, before you ask, the stripper pole in the basement is definitely not hers. Today's package is from Mellow Fellow Fun, and inside we've got the Roll-On Relief Blend in Cucumber Cantaloupe. At first, I wasn't sure if this was for pain or just for scent, but it turns out it's a CBD-based relief blend. And honestly, perfect timing, because my neck has been killing me. Let's test it out. Wow, it actually smells really good. Don't worry, I'm not about to get CBD high. I still have filming to do. But I'll let you guys know in a future video if this stuff really works. Thanks again to Mellow Fellow for sending this, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.